you've been doing hip hop, Christian music, Christian rap, man, for a minute. And I done bought a couple
Yeah, yeah.
CDs, and you've always been going hard, man. But I think you don't have too many whack rappers in New York. Not a whole lot, man. Not a lot of whack.
No.
Not a lot of whack rappers. Because I think, man, if you're a whack rapper in New York, before you even come out, your hood, man, be gonna shut you down. Like, bro, go back in the house, yo. Don't you do that, yo.
Big facts.
So I think that in the culture of music, man, in New York, man, you'll get like dudes like pull your card, like so if you keep doing, you've been doing music for a minute, and it really don't matter whether you're doing mainstream, underground Christian music, people will pull your card if you like kind of whack with it,
Yeah.
because they kind of take it serious, man, like serious. I think now other places, other cultures in other cities, or music cultures in other cities, take their music serious, but let's keep it real, man. Everything started in New York. Now
Exactly.
every city has
Yeah.
a piece of, the music culture. But
Mm-hmm.
and I know for me, I'm 50. I started with what Rappers Delight,
Same here.
and Run DMC, Jam Master Jay,
Mm-hmm.
LL Cool J, all those cats, of course, New York. Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim,
Rich lyrical. Yeah.
Cool Mo D. So I said all that to say, man, that we love, man, we love New York, and I wish I could live in New York, but I want to find a better way to spend my money, because I knew someone that lived in the pink houses in Brooklyn, and them joints was like $1,000 a month back then.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's like not good. So I was like, man, so the cost of living. So how do you so as an artist, female artist, I want you to start, like, why rap? Like, what? How long have you been rapping, and why did you decide that you wanted to do it and you wanted people to hear you? What's the rhyme to the reason? Like, what got you started?
Well, I grew up in an abusive home. It was abuse, a lot of physical abuse, mental abuse, that sort of thing, and I didn't know how to deal with it. So at the time, I was listening to a lot of hip hop, just music, period, and I think music just was in my genes because I had an uncle who lived in Nashville, Tennessee, and he would write and play music, and music was always in my family blood. But because of my home situation, I that was the only thing that I gravitated to, and just running home every day to watch Video Music Box and Ralph McDaniels. That was my thing. And when the abuse escalated in my house, I started picking up the pen and pad even more. And it was out of necessity, like out of just getting away from my real life situation and into this world of music, and that sort of set me free. And then between 16 and 17 I got saved, and I just switched over, from it being just hip hop to being Christian hip hop and glorifying God with the music. But like my very first concert was with a dude named Father MC and Mary J. Blige. I was like 11, 12
See.
at that time. And Father MC was like, he had me
Right,
mesmerized, and
right,
and
good.
Mary was it. Mary J. Blige was the it girl. I mean, Mary wasn't the best singer at the time, but she
I,
sang
I
with her
said that.
spirit, she sang with her
Right.
soul, and that's what attracted me, and it took me out of my home life and just into this musical world. And that's how I vibe off of music. So it was out of necessity, out of my home life. And as I got older as an adult, then I realized, wow, God really is really using me in this thing. And then I'd see people like Yo-Yo, women like Yo-Yo, like Queen Latifah, just being so confident on the mic and in front of the camera, and that motivated me even more to see females, black females, doing it on a high level. And I said, you know what, if I stick with God, one of these days I'm gonna get to a certain level in music, not knowing that God would use me in well, back then it was holy hip hop and gospel rap, and now it's Christian hip hop. Who knows what it'll be next year? Because we keep changing names.
Right.